Ladies and gents, welcome back. I'm your host, Chef Young Nick Young. This is The Sandwich God. Today we'll be doing one of my favorite sandwiches, the Italian. So let's get to it. Let's go. Red wine vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, thyme, oregano, shallot. These are the ingredients to the ultimate and actually a very simple red wine vin. So for me, red wine vin is the most crucial and important thing for an Italian. Some people just do balsamic, some people just do oil, salt, and pepper. Nah, you gotta handle this right here because this will create a beautiful and what's the word I'm looking for? Harmony of a sandwich, because the vinegar will break down the fat in the meat, and the meat will sweat into the bread and the cheese, and everything comes into one giant cohesive unit of sex on a bun, or a hoagie, or a roll. This is what we're doing here. Red wine vinegar. Let's go. So shallot, I already halved it one time, so we're gonna half it again, and then we're gonna run down like that. So we want nice uniform, small dice or minced as my pro friends would call it. Like that. Just like that. And there she is. So we're on our bull ride chill. And we're not done with you yet. We're gonna go ahead and give that a little bit more loving. Straight down. And that's it. So once our shallot is cut, we're gonna pick our herbs. So we have oregano and thyme. So prior to cutting my shallot, I did peel the skin off. For those of you who don't know, you always take the skin off the outside. So straight into herbs, thyme, oregano. We're gonna do 2 sprigs of thyme, probably about 3 sprigs of oregano. So it's a nice size one. It's a nice size one. Bang, bang. Our oregano, same thing, we're gonna do 1. Let's do 1 more, we'll do 3. Because it's nice. So, oregano, same thing, you're just gonna pull it. Oops. You're gonna pull your leaves off, which activates the oils in there, which is what you want. You don't want dry oregano whenever you make any kind of vinaigrette, really, because it's not the same unless you cook your herbs to open up the oil that has been dried out from sitting in the sun, or however they want to dry stuff, because that's not how we do. We like that fresh stuff. Anywho, so fresh. We're gonna pull. Boom, boom, boom. Go into our thyme. Just gonna pull away. Just like that. You don't want to get too many stems, but the little baby stems that you get, it'll be alright. We're just going to chop that down anyway. So there you go right there. We're going to check and see if we don't have any huge stems like that. We're just going to pick that little guy down because you don't want stemmy vinaigrette because it's not going to break down because you're not cooking it. So that's good. Sweet. Alright. So we're just going to do a rough chop on these guys. If you want it a little bit thicker, that's fine. I like mine probably about a medium on the fineness. Not too fine, but not too small either, because you want to be able to see the herbs and be able to feel the herbs. So that's what we got right there. Got our shallots. Straight into the bowl. So once that's ready to go, we have measuring, so we're gonna do about 2 cups of red wine vinegar. Actually, I lied. Do half a cup. My 5-year-old self laughing at the PB sound of red wine vinegar. So, red wine vin, straight in. Gonna add our oil into our vin. Constantly stirring. How to mix at home, or you have a blender at home, you can do this, but it will crush up and mash up all your veggies and stuff in there. So I like mine a little rough chop, but you can also do it that way if you really want to. So I'll do a little bit more salt. Some more pepper. So, tomato, onion. I'm not going to talk too much about this. We're going to get into it. We're going to cut the end off, cut it in half, trash, and peel the outside. Half it, trash it. And then we're gonna do nice thin julienne cuts for our onions because I like my onions thin. If you wanna do thicker onions, be my guest. I don't recommend it because no one likes just fat pieces of raw onion. Gross. So, we're just gonna run it. Flip it. That's it. Onions. So then we're going to go into our tomatoes. A little wipe. Tomatoes, same thing. We're going to do backside. Make sure you have a sharp knife because it's really hard to cut tomatoes when you don't have a sharp knife. We're just going to run it just like that. A little bit thicker. Beautiful tomatoes. Or as Chef Gordon Ramsay would say, tomatoes. Pepperoni, salami, prosciutto, provolone, smoked Gouda. Our loaf, tomatoes, onions, banana peppers, mayo, our lettuce, and our beautiful vinaigrette right here. Beep, beep. So we're gonna do spread first, then meat, cheese, slight toast, then veg, then oil and vinegar, and then we're gonna eat it. Oh yeah, my chain's touching it, but it's okay, because guess what? It's mine, and I can eat it if I want to. I want to. All right, so first we start off, mayo, coast to coast. Bang, bang, bang. Get a nice little spread. Good. So then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of yellow mustard. Oh yes, yes. I don't care what nobody says. I love yellow mustard. If you want to use whole grain mustard, you want to use Dijon, Grey Poupon, whatever you want to do, you're cool with that. But I am a yellow mustard type of guy. So we're gonna go all that up in there. Beautiful. Oh my God, you're gonna be so. You're gonna be so good, baby. Then we'll go into our cheese. So if you go to the deli and you get your cheese sliced up, I got mine sliced 1.5 on the slice. You could actually even go with a 1 or even a half because I like it kind of thin. But we're gonna go provolone on top and then we're gonna go Gouda on the bottom. Have a nice little combination of flavor there, kids. So we got our smoked Gouda. And word to the wise, I let my stuff sit out and sweat. So my cheese has been sitting out for about 45 minutes. My meat has been sitting out for at least an hour and a half because I wanted to have the meat sweats. For any of you who don't know what the meat sweats are, that's when you get that beautiful sandwich and it starts to congeal with all the other flavors in the bread with oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, cheese, meat from sitting out in the heat. Not too much heat, but room temperature usually gets the job done. So we got our cheese. Fix that a little bit right there. Fix you, yeah, there you go. So, got our cheese. I'm gonna go into our pepperonis. Our ronies. So we're gonna do top and bottom. So we're gonna go One layer on top, one layer on bottom, because we got plenty of meat, kids. Get that guy right there again. Pepperonis top and bottom. So we're gonna lay those bad boys in there, just like that. Bang, bang. And then we're gonna go into our salami. You can do hard salami, you can do soft salami. I wanted to use capicola, but they didn't have any at the store, so that's my bad on that. So we're going with the capo, and we're gonna a little offset just a smidge, so we have a little bit of a shingle texture layer. If you just do flat out, it's gonna be stacked, and you don't really want that. So we're gonna do a little shingle, just like that. One for you, one for me. Just like that shingle. Inside, we're just gonna go one. You can use baguette, you can use a French roll, you can use basically whatever you want. I chose this because it's a lot larger, more surface area to work with. Now we're going into the baby girl, which is the lovely prosciutto. I recommend using a cheap prosciutto. If you want to use something expensive, be my guest, but that's a lot more than you're trying to work with, especially for an Italian sandwich, unless you're trying to go gaudy, and I'm all about that. So I got mine on a 1, same as before. She didn't do a very good job cutting, but it's all right. We're gonna make it happen. So just layer that up just like that. You're not gonna put any on the top for this one because we're gonna add all our veggies right here, and then we're gonna fold it over. It's gonna be nice and sexy. So we're gonna do that right there, bang, bang. And then we're gonna go in the oven for about 2 minutes on broil. So we're about a minute and a half, 2 minutes in the oven, 500. Got our vin, got our lettuce, and we got our veggies, banana peppers. So we're gonna go into our lechuga, which is Spanish for lettuce. We're gonna layer that right in that little pocket, right there, top and bottom. You don't wanna go too crazy because you won't be able to close it and then it'll just be lettuce flying everywhere. So I like to have it a little light on the lettuce. Bang, bang. Then we're gonna go with our tomatoes. Nice layering on that. Then we're gonna go into our onions on the top part. Break them up a little bit. Just like that. All across. And then my favorite, banana peppers. To get that nice briny flavor. So banana peppers. Grab a couple out. Baby, I love your ways every day. So that's right there, we go. Be good right there. And then we finish it all off with our homemade vin. We'll just give it a little stir. Drizzle, just like that, on top and on bottom. Oh yeah, boom boom. A little black pepper. Smidge of salt. And that's it. Yeah, I know you want to get in close. Right? Boom. I cut it in half. I had to feed the squad because they couldn't wait any longer for this right here. Italian. Capicola, not really, sorry. Salami, prosciutto, pepperoni, tomatoes, red onion, romaine, house-made, red wine vin, pepperoncini peppers, mayo, mustard. It's true, toast it slightly, not too much, because you want to sweat a little bit. I'm drooling, I can't even talk right now. You see this? So I'm gonna cut this bad boy, we're gonna get after it, because I like the heel piece. So we're gonna go right there, and kick that off to the side, and then that's our girl. Nothing to say. Sip. Sip. Italian. You know what it is. Right here. Sandwich guy, I got stuff on my face, I don't even care. Chef Young Nick Young, Sandwich guy. Until next time, let's go.
Go.
If you like what you see here, which you should, it's good, I made it. Subscribe, bottom, if not, I'll find you. That's so good.